I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm firing you both.
Okay.
We're fired. She's the boss.
Darn.
I want to go on the next trip. Hey guys, welcome back to the AA Skin Babes Pod. I'm your host, Lena, licensed esthetician, and today I have Macy.
Macy Taylor, esthetician apprentice.
Heather.
Heather Taylor, nurse injector.
Kristen.
Kristen Sanborn, licensed esthetician. I forgot what I was.
Just a little disclaimer.
Say
If anybody,
disclaimer, we may be
Warning. This episode is talking about graphic images, not bad dialogue, but we might talk about heads and
That are dead.
cadavers.
preserved cadaver heads. Error with caution.
Da-da-da-dum.
Don't listen to this with your kid around.
Yeah.
You went, where'd you go?
So I went to New York.
Sorry, I forgot where you went.
Lena's just excited about the dead people.
Dead people everywhere. Okay, so we really stress the importance of continuing education. We've been doing this for years, and it is important to adapt to new trends, to just not lose knowledge that you gain kind of initially. It's like if you don't use it, you lose it.
But
and
also,
so,
knowledge is growing. Like our
Yes,
industry is growing
it's
like absolutely
growing
freaking crazy.
so much,
Yeah.
absolutely. So it's so important to do continuing education, and we all do it multiple times during the year. And I personally try to go somewhere for some type of advanced class at least once a year. So this year, I got to go to New York with Prolenium Revenance Prolium is who sponsored that. And it was a cadaver course. And so, yes, I was working on cadaver heads. Cadaver heads.
I love it.
Acne isn't just skin deep. It affects your confidence, your social life, and how you show up every day.
That's why at Amazingly Ageless Medspa, we have made our own acne boot camp. This is a results-driven program with medical-grade treatments like VI peels, AC Dual, and LED light therapy. With personalized skincare coaching, we can take you to the next level in your skincare journey because our clients see real transformations and we'd love to see you do the same.
Take the first step today. Call us, make an appointment, and let's get you set up on a program.
And start your journey to clear confident skin today.
And it was great. It was so great. I've always wanted to take a cadaver course. I was going to do one last year and with Dr. Nassif, and that got canceled because of the hurricane. But
That was disappointing.
Kristen was very disappointed. She really likes Dr. Nassif, and she wanted to go too. But no, it was great. It was
If
absolutely
you guys
great.
go on another trip and I'm left out,
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm firing you both.
Okay. We're fired.
She's the boss.
Darn.
I want to go on the next trip.
I know. I
Yes,
think that.
me too.
Yeah. I asked Macy. I was like, Macy, what's your mom doing? And I was like, what do you think about her working on dead people?
What do you think?
No.
Yeah. I will tell you, my rep, she kind of prepared me for it. I didn't know what to be. I mean, I didn't know, is it the whole body? Is it the whole? But if you think about it, people donate their body to science, and you have plastic surgeons, you have orthopedic surgeons, podiatrists that need to know how to work on real people. They don't want to just go practice on a living person when you're doing surgeries. And
I'm pretty sure that got outlawed.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's against the law now. There was a time where we did it, but that's not okay now.
No. And I wouldn't want to be that person that you're just like practicing on some of this stuff. So people have donated their bodies to science. And since I am learning techniques that have to do with the face, I don't need the whole body. So it's just the head. So
you just had heads?
So just had heads.
So
So
the rest of the
walk
body wasn't
in.
there.
Was it like neck up?
Yeah. So you kind of walk in. It was in New York. It was great. It was a great program. You walk in, there's probably 10 tables with 3 injectors per table, and it's all set up. You have a preserved cadaver head that's covered, and you have all of your PPE, your gowns, your masks, your gloves, shoe coverings, and you have the way they did it, you had all of your surgical tools, that you would need for dissection. And then they had mock filler that was color coordinated. So there was like red, green, blue, so that each of us injectionists could inject our particular color and see placement.
Oh, so you can see it under the skin after you injected it?
So yes,
Ooh,
so
that's
they
cool.
had, the way they did it is they had one side of the face already dissected, into layers. So, anybody that doesn't know, your skin has multiple layers. You have fat, which is adipose
That is
tissue.
so cool to see. That's an
It
esthetician
is.
standpoint.
Yeah.
Because we learn about it.
Right.
We see diagrams, but it'd be so cool to see
actually see it. Yeah. And they are dissecting it in the layers down to bone, right? So there's certain filler that is placed that deep down to the bone. There's some that's placed more superficially. So your face is super vascular. It's very dangerous areas that can cause blindness and necrotic tissue or tissues, tissue dyes. And there's a lot of, that's why I say always go to an experienced injector. I mean, that's not something that you want to just get on Groupon or, someone's doing something in their back room or something. I mean, like go to an experienced injector. There's a lot of really serious adverse things that can happen.
So what areas did you learn to inject?
So, I mean, I really did everything. I went in wanting to really kind of perfect under eye, jaw, chin area, just because those are areas that are very dangerous. I kind of refer them out to plastic surgeons right now and would like to be able to keep them in-house because it's like I'm doing all this other stuff, but then it gets to that one area that they just need just a little bit, and that's kind of a really danger zone. So I will send them out to someone that I feel is more confident and capable to do that. So it was great. It was great to be able to inject and then peel back those layers and see where your placement actually was. That was great. Unfortunately, I felt like because they're preserved, that they're already very fluid filled. There's no blood flow, obviously. They've drained the blood, so there's no blood, but you couldn't see results.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So, yes, I could see placement and, all of the superficial arteries and all the major vessels and all of that was great. And, like I said, the adipose tissue, I had a man that you could tell was a very large man. There was a lot of fat tissue. And so to go through it was neat to be able to see all of that because you see pictures or you hear about it and you learn about it. But to actually see it, that was really nice. But to see actual results, like if I were to inject her right now in her cheeks, I would see instant results or her under eye, instant results. But with them, they're so preserved and so fluid filled that you couldn't see the actual results.
Yeah.
So yes, it was amazing. It was a great class. I would do it again, but I still want to further on and do
Your
like
education.
a different type of class that's just focused on that and real results.
Yeah.
I have been waiting all week to hear about this.
I know. It was great.
That's so awesome.
It was so great. And then because I've never been to the East Coast, I've never been to New York before. So then I just went a couple of days early and got to do all the touristy things. And
well, she sent us some
had a
pictures
blast.
of her class. She didn't
Yes.
send us pictures of the actual
No, they would not
heads.
let you video or photograph the actual heads, which out of,
totally
patient
understandable.
respect, that's completely. And I will tell you, because everybody's asked me, they're like, oh my gosh, how did that? And she just asked, was it, neck up? It basically was like they kind of had like the neck wrapped and almost like what I would say almost like a black trash bag and kind of taped up. So you couldn't see that. But it looked at first glance, it was almost like a wax figure is kind of what it looked like. So like if you go to the wax museum and they look so real, but they're wax and that's kind of what they look like until you really get down into it. And it did freak me out for just a second. I kind of got in my own head because I could see some facial hair and like he was balding and, he had like a growth on his nose. And so then I kind of got in my own head and I was like, oh my gosh, like what was the cause of death and what about his family? And but then I just had to stop and kind of regroup and be like, I'm here for a purpose. And then I was good. But there was a couple minutes there where I was just really like, oh, I just had just all this stuff in my head. But it was great. It was
so
absolutely
interesting.
great. It was so great.
Cool. I'd love to see like the layers of the skin, like for real.
And that's the thing. You can read about it and you can see pictures, but there's nothing that's going to get the actual visualization of it when you can see all of those vessels and they peel back and they're like, see, this artery is what connects into this artery, which connects into this artery, which, and so you can just, it's super vascular. There's veins and arteries, tons of them in our face, but until you can actually see it,
So how long is it going to be before you start offering those treatments, or are you already offering them?
I mean, there are certain things that I am doing just a little bit more delicately right now, with some caution. And honestly, not a lot of people are candidates for under eye filler anyways. If they have like the fluid-filled pads that are kind of under the eyes, if you're going to put something water-based, hyaluronic acid-based in that area, which is what you do, that's just going to increase that fluid-filled pad because it's pulling moisture in. Yeah. So not everybody is a great candidate anyways. There's most people we can get correction with just mid-face filler for like the under eye area. So delicately, I'm already doing some of that, but I would say, probably in the next 6 months or so, I'll get in and do a couple other trainings and just kind of perfect a few things. And
awesome.
Just because, like I said, just because someone's licensed and can do something does not mean that they should do something. Yeah. You don't want to do anything that you're not.
Well, in some states, estheticians are injecting, which I think is nuts.
Yeah. Isn't it like Texas?
Texas. They call it the Wild West. I mean, the janitor could go take a class, and if a doctor says, yeah, you can work under me, then they can. I mean, they have no medical background, no license. They have a certificate.
There are some estheticians in some states that, they take the classes they do. That's wonderful.
Sure.
But the thing that gets me is that there, you don't have to prove that. And like estheticians only have, I don't know how many hours in other states, but I still think like you need to be a nurse or someone that has gone through those courses, those nursing courses before you're an injector, sticking needles and liquid into people's faces.
Well, again, there's so many reactions and contraindications, and I've had, people, I can't even count how many people have passed out.
Oh my gosh, I thought
seizures.
someone passed out last week because I heard someone running down the hallway and I was in the middle. I don't know what I was doing, but I was in the middle and I came out and I was like, is everything okay? Heather's like, yeah, what's going on? I was like, someone was running down the hallway like there was an emergency. I thought someone passed out.
Someone did pass out, though.
Oh, yeah. Tons of people.
Like last week, though. You had somebody pass out.
I think it was a week before.
Oh.
But yes, it happens. I mean, people get kind of white coat syndrome. They get nervous. I always tell people sleep and eat and drink before you come in. It's always the ones that like their blood sugar crashes, their adrenaline's racing. They've never had it done before. They don't know what to expect. They're nervous. And you can just see the color leaving them. And I'm like, okay, we're going to lay you back. Okay, I'm going to give you the fan. Okay, you're going to breathe some of this alcohol. Okay, how are we feeling? We're going to sit here. I'm going to go get you a drink. And
you'll be okay.
Yeah. But again, this is why you should I have 14 years of critical care background. So that should not just be done by anyone.
Yeah. And how many hours of continuing education?
More than I can count.
Yeah.
But you guys too. You guys are constantly, with different reps and classes. You guys are always continuing and perfecting.
My girl's always sending me so many classes. And I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, my girls love it when we have training classes. It's almost like they just absorb so much. We've got such an amazing group of estheticians, and now we have a new massage therapist that's working with us. Shout out to Cassie.
Yay.
And
Cassidy.
I call her Cassie. Sorry.
She's probably been.
And so now we have a new massage therapist that is there Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturdays, and so we just have a great group of everyone.
Yeah, we're very lucky to have our people.
Oh, yeah.
And guess for those people that were waiting, Mr. Eric is back doing massages Monday afternoons, Friday afternoons, and every other Saturday.
Cassie does cupping, and we're back offering hot stones.
Yes, we still have all those massage treatments, and knock on wood, I'm coming in through the holiday every other weekend, every other Saturday to do facial treatments, and laser and VI peels and stuff like that. So
now's the time to do your peels.
Yep. So if you have a Saturday that you're wanting to come in, give us a call. And I am taking some appointments. If you usually get your lashes done during the week, I'm not going to move you to a Saturday. So just kind of keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got. Man, we're
I know. I just want to
We
hear
still
about
have
the trip, but I
Yeah.
thought it'd be a really good episode.
I do have a
hear it.
question for
Yes.
her. Do you know how long the head had been?
Preserved.
Yes.
I don't. That's a good question. I really am
Was
not.
there like a certain point to where you wouldn't even be able to do anything on it?
Well, okay. So again, graphic content here. So error with caution. I could tell it was frozen. So throughout the day, they start early. So like our class started at 7 a.m. That's why I stayed at the hotel where the class was because, trying to get through traffic in New York. But yes, the head was frozen. And as the day went on, it thawed and
did it get mushy?
not really mushy. There was more fluid. That was, yeah.
Did it stink?
No, it actually didn't. And I will tell you, like in high school and nursing school, I did, like a pig heart and a baby pig and, they smelled like that formaldehyde smell. But it didn't. It didn't. I was actually surprised by that.
If
So-
I wanted to do school, I always said I'd be a nurse
Yeah.
just to go through nursing class. But
Yeah.
I didn't excel in college.
Not easy.
I had to do a sheep brain in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
We did frogs. That
Really?
was back in the
I
day.
only did a frog. I went to the same high school as you did.
Yeah, we did sheep brains my 8th grade and sophomore year, I think.
Man,
Yeah.
they got good after I left.
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
we
we
left
it was
years
cool.
ago.
Here's a story on Lena. When she was a little girl, we lived, of course, we live in the country. And whenever somebody ran over something like in the gravel road, she would be out there dissecting it. I mean, this is like
I wanted to be a nurse.
Grade school.
Well, actually, I wanted to be a doctor, but I saw how much school that took. So I said no.
it's
like
And then
that
I wanted to
could've
be a
just
nurse,
got
and
ran
I was
over.
like,
Lena's gonna
still
be
so
out there.
much school.
Nope.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So Lena's always liked dead things.
I just like it. It's so interesting. Everything is so
It
interesting.
really was. And there was a couple people that were in there that were not doing well with the visualization of it and seeing it. Like a
I could
couple of them
imagine.
stepped away and just kind of sat back and watched the
I mean,
the
that's not
didactic
for
part
everyone.
of it.
Just like being a doctor or a nurse is not for everyone.
It's not. Absolutely not. But that's why I say I there for just a couple minutes, I kind of got in my own head about it and just was thinking, and then I just had to just regroup and zone it out. And I'm here for a purpose. And so, but yeah, it was great. It was so great.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that story. I've only been waiting a whole week to listen
I
to it.
know. Sorry. I know. We were both so busy last week. It was just
Oh, yeah,
like
I know. I was so busy. All right. Well, thank you guys
Yes.
for
thank
hanging
you.
out with us today, with me today, I guess. I don't know what's going on. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.